Hello everyone, welcome back to Tank Wars 3. I am your host Chromoid, and here we have the first of two primary bracket matches in round 4, featuring Blothorn and his Tigleys facing off against Cythphn and his Lancers and Archers in the back there. So, with the introductions out of the way, let's get this going and see who is moving on to the semifinals. In 3, 2, 1, fight. This is one of two battles to see who moves on to the primary bracket semifinal. The winner of that goes on to the finals to face whoever makes it through the secondary brackets. Blothorn has submitted this entry in hopes that it will be able to take on, or not this entry, but this lineup, in hopes that it will be able to take on the oncoming storm of frag rounds from Cythphn's Lancers and the heavy punching, what are they called? Railguns, yes. Well, they're all railguns, but the Lancers have significantly harder hitting railguns than the Lancers do. Did I say Lancers and Lancers or Archers and Lancers? I don't know. Anyway, one Lancer has already lost its turret and is getting ripped apart pretty quickly. The rest are advancing and have closed with the Tigleys. Not a whole lot in the way of turret popping happening this time around for the Lancers. That was another turret gone, though, as that rear Tigley got another shot in. Thankfully for the Lancers, for every sacrifice made of one Lancer turret, another Lancer is able to pile a few more shots into a Tigley that's not paying attention. One Archer is backing these four Lancers up, and the other Archer is backing these other four up as they charge in. I see one has already been disqualified, probably taken out by excessive turret explosion by the Tigleys. So we have three over here. This one has just lost its main gun as well. The Tigleys surrounding and trying to kill off these Lancers as fast as possible. The HA just shrugging off those blast cannons at range. You see a little bit of chip damage there on the Tigleys, but not a whole lot. And yeah, that's another dead turret on a Lancer. Archer is coming up from behind. This Tigley's missing part of its gun, but I think the gun's still active. We'll see in a second. I got to kind of spread between two separate battlefields. You've got the Archers over here facing the hulls of the remaining Lancers. Two Lancers down, three Lancers down, and they are rapidly getting despawned. There's a fourth Lancer down. The Archer is just not able to keep up as the Tigleys wreck and shred through this team. And it's looking like a pretty convincing victory is in Blothorn's grasp at this point. There are still two Lancers with functioning turrets on this side, which is, honestly, I didn't expect that. Doing their best to damage the Tigleys, but the Tigleys, I mean, yeah, this Tigleys missing the better part of its gun, which is going to cripple their ability to coordinate fire, but at the same time, yeah, this one's missing some of its gun components as well. Not popping the turrets on these quite as quickly anymore. That Lancer eats a couple shots to the hull. Seems to take hull shots very well. Firing another burst of shots into the floor underneath the Tigley. Not exactly useful. This Archer's over here trying its best to put shots into whatever it can see. I don't see a whole lot of surface damage on the Tigleys. You got this little chip where some of the sloped armor is missing, but that's about it. Yeah, these Tigleys have cleaned up all of the Lancers over here and are now focusing down the Archer. In fact, they're ignoring the Archer. I'm not sure why that is. The Archer still got a turret and a gun. It's firing into the back of a Tigley. You see the Tigley just rock there and come to a halt. That gun fired straight through heavy armor and metal. That's pretty significant. I wonder why this Tigley is suddenly rearing up through the ground like this. It's almost like the balance was thrown off on it or something. It's moving much slower now. Archer can easily outrun it, running up on it and hitting it in the side now. The rest of the Tigleys, however, have made good their escape and are moving on. One is turning back to help its fallen comrade. Oh, that's why. The Tigley just got its gun snapped off. Wow, that's impressive. That railgun can certainly pack a punch. Not a whole lot. You see, there's just not a lot of damage on the vehicle. A couple of chips here and there, but those frags got in there and definitely tore it apart. So that's pretty much one Tigley down. The rest are going to be focused on taking out these land cruisers, and that's really all it is. It's two land cruisers, which make up almost half of Cythphn's team, going up against 10 Tigleys. I'm not sure if they can pull this off. The Tigleys do seem to struggle to hurt the land cruisers compared to the much smaller Lancers that absorbed most of their fire earlier. And, I mean, one of the Archers has managed to take out pretty much one of the Tigleys. more or less by popping the turret off of it. So the archers have the guns. They have the power to kill Tigleys. They're just not doing it fast enough. Oh, stop doing that. There we go. See some frag or penetration rounds just kind of ricocheting off of the armor on the archer, maybe tearing a block or two off. There's a heat round, I think, that just hit it. I'm willing to bet the archer has... Why? There we go. Archer has a much better gun than any of these vehicles do, given how fast it was able to dispatch the turret on that one Tigley. And every shot is pretty much ripping off heavy armor blocks on the Tigleys too. So, I mean, I think the archers do have respectable firepower. It's just that it's 2 versus 10. What are they going to do? It's 2 versus 9 now, but still, look at the trail of blocks this one has left as the Tigleys are all lined up to shoot it down. The only reason the one on the other side is doing so well is because it has fewer Tigleys shooting at it. It's very much like the ACVs that Vulcan submitted, except that they pack a little bit more of a punch. And there you see the gun has just returned to neutral position, which indicates that whatever was controlling it is now destroyed. And you can see from the side, the majority of the turret has been killed, and inside you can kind of see that the most of the turret components are also gone. In fact, it might be destroyed completely. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be that land cruiser being taken apart slowly, bit by bit, which leaves just this archer to try to take out at least one more Tigley before it is eliminated from the fight. Another shot hits it in the side, knocks a few blocks off. These land cruisers certainly can take and dish out damage very quickly. Why does this keep happening? I hate when that happens. You see this one just firing the little frag shells. I think those are I think that's Sabo, actually. The blue color means Sabo. But yeah, just one at a time, damaging blocks, knocking them off. Very, very high velocity on that shell. And the penetration and damage seems to be pretty decent as well. And the one victim of the archers, this headless Tigley just running around trying to draw its attention. Archer seems to have the same kind of prioritization most of the other vehicles in this tournament do, though. It's only targeting things with weapons, so it's ignoring the damaged Tigley. Or I should say the headless one. Most of them are bearing some kind of damage. There's a majestic leap from the archer and a shot in midair, kinda. And yeah, the other archer is down to 54.5% and will despawn, meaning all those Tigleys are going to turn around and head for this archer, and it's going to be a very quick 10-0 victory, I think, for Blothorn, assuming none of these vehicles get too many disqualification points from being stuck. Yeah, the Tigleys are turning around and moving back. All but one of them is showing signs of movement. This one has stopped moving altogether. I think it's suffered some kind of engine damage. I'm not sure how. It looks perfectly fine. This one likewise is not going to move forward, or at least it's staying a little far back. Oh no, as it goes end over end. Yeah, that's going to be it. This Tigley's out as well. But I mean, that's 2 Tigleys total going down, mostly due to damage or damage or just poor control choices. Yep, there's the other one erupting into a ball of flame. But yeah, I mean, out of the 7 that were over there, 5 are returning, along with the 3 over here. I mean, there's one that's been outright pretty much disabled by Cythphn's forces, but the rest were killed by AI incompetence, more or less. Which I guess you could fault the builder for, since this AI is actually constructed by the guy who built this, but I mean, still. Yeah, I mean, it's from the depths. That sort of thing happens. You can't plan for every contingency in from the depths when you using limited AI choices. The archer sagging dangerously low in the back. It's missing some suspension on the left side. Still has a gun, unlike the other one. I think it has a gun. Oh no, it just got the gun torn out from the inside. Yeah, that's going to be it. The archer slows down, comes to a halt. It has taken too much damage. Another Tigley is going down, though. It seems that it took too much damage as well and has been despawned, but it's 16.2 to 66.9%, and I think that's going to be it. Looks like the archer was able to claim one more victim before tapping out. It was not didn't just kill the gun like it did for this one. It actually killed the entire tank. I'm not sure if that was actually the archer or if just friendly fire caught that Tiggly and ripped something off of the inside. But yeah, that's going to be it. The archer is slowing down. The engine has died, and the AI will soon follow. Assuming the vehicle doesn't get just brought down to 55.5% like that. There goes the turret. Turret has been popped off, and the vehicle is too damaged to continue and will be despawned. So congratulations, Blothorn. Your entry will be continuing on the primary brackets, and Cythphn, you're going to have to go down to the secondary brackets to have another chance at participating in the finals. So thank you both for participating. Thank you all for watching. I've been Chromoid, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.